Had Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection that they showed off, which I think looks pretty cool. I always like Mortal Kombat. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade got another trailer. There's like an early purchase edition. Unfortunately, it's going to be a game key card.
It runs really well on Switch 2, though, at least. Like, the positive, at least.
Oh, yeah.
I got to play it at PAX, and I did the first real boss fight in the game. And I was just, I was surprised to be playing that in my hands. Because I played in handheld mode only. I'm not going to pick this up again, because I've already played it on PS4. But it's nice that, for people like you guys that haven't played this on
yeah, I'll probably pick it up here on Switch 2, because it looks really good in the handheld. And I'm excited to give it a shot and actually finally try and get into the Final Fantasy. I mean, maybe it's not for me, but I've just never given it a shot. So I think that's probably a good place to start. Yeah. And also, they just shared this in editorial, but Final Fantasy has just shared Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrated arrives on Nintendo Switch 2, Xbox Series X, and Xbox. But that's not all. The remake trilogy will also be making its way to Switch 2, Xbox X, Xbox. So all that. So it's coming.
Yes!
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's
So that's
Really?
very exciting.
that is bold not to include in the direct.
Yeah.
Wow.
But maybe you heard it here first. If so, let us know with a comment down below. But we're not done with the video.
Wow. I was really worried that Rebirth wouldn't come to Switch too because it was built for PlayStation 5 and PC and
And
stuff.
it really
but
struggled on some platforms, didn't it?
you're right.
Yeah.
it did. It absolutely did. So, wow, cool.
Coming out the 22nd of January. So we finally have a release date for that.
Yeah, finally a game coming out in January. That makes an unusual change. We then got to look at Linked, Banner of the Spark, and then Hades 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Switch
okay,
1
let me take
and
the
2
reins.
is coming to. I didn't know it was coming to Switch 1. I thought that was
I didn't
quite
either.
nice. Yeah. Don't know whether it was
Yeah,
confirmed or not,
it's
but yeah.
$30 on the eShop for both versions, like the Switch 1 or the Switch 2.
Nice.
And I didn't catch that said 120 FPS, but that's really
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Played it at Gamescom. The person there was like, I'm pretty sure it is 120 FPS, but they couldn't confirm it. We tried to figure it out, but we couldn't confirm it either. But it was very smooth. So we were suspecting that it was 120 FPS. Finally have a release date, which, oh my God, it's in 2 weeks. So excited for this. This is probably the biggest takeaway from me of this direct. Insanely. Now that I've actually just finished Silk Song, so I'm ready to.
You finished it?
Well, I got one of the endings, but I'm gonna play it more because I want to 100% it. But yeah, I've played 35 hours, so quite a lot.
Standard, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, just. But yeah, perfect timing for me at least to jump in. I was worried that it was going to be a shadow drop or something like that. Like, I'm not quite ready. But yeah, September 25th is the digital release, and then it's getting a physical the 20th of November, which I hope will not be a keycard.
Which just so happens to be the same release date as Kirby Air Riders, which was
Ah.
also shown. It was slightly shorter than the Kirby Air Riders Direct.
But that's okay because we're gonna get another direct.
Getting another Direct.
That
Which-
caught me off guard.
Oh, that was funny. But they mainly showed off the new amiibo, and there are 2 new amiibo:
Yeah.
Kirby, Bandana Waddle Dee. But before I do the but, they function like they do in Smash. You know, sort of so you can like train them up, and they get better and stuff like that. Fair enough. You know, simple idea. But this is really cool. You can swap the riders and the machines. So Kirby can be sat on Waddle Dee's. Not that it's Waddle Dee specifically, but in the context of the amiibo, you can swap them round. So, and then they said there's going to be more coming, which is really
almost
cool.
like- It's like Skylanders all over again. They
What?
had like a. Yeah. Do you remember those, Alex, where you could kind of change out like the
Oh,
bodies?
I wonder if he's got DK.
I remember
Oh,
this.
Starling.
Starling,
Nice.
similar idea, but released about 10 years too late. I've still got this on the shelf just because it's so bulky. I don't know what else to do with it. But yeah, the same sort of idea, sort of almost kind of modular toys to life. And they're finally doing it with Kirby. But I don't know. I like it. I think it's fun. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. I wasn't like, I wasn't super sold on this game. I thought it looked interesting enough, but I've been completely sold by the fact that one of the fighters is a Korok.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
I had to
I'm done.
dash off during this part of
Oh!
the direct, so I'm watching the trailer literally right now.
It did look really, really like slick and smooth.
Yeah.
Which was nice. I don't know why, but I'm just not very sold on the game. Even though I love Breath of the Wild, and also really like Tears of the Kingdom. But I don't know. Maybe it's the genre of the game. I'll probably try it out since it is canon, and maybe I find out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I really like hacking and slashing. I played a little bit of the other one, and I was not very it didn't run very good, and it was not canon, so I wasn't really that invested.
Well, it
this looks like
both
it's going to
of-
be better.
Yeah, both of those things change here, right? And oh my gosh, that Korok is so cute. I see what you mean now. Wow. But yeah, it runs smooth frame rate so far. The story's canon now, so and
Yeah.
I love that it takes place in an angle that we didn't get to see much of in Tears of the Kingdom. So this will be cool.
There was a lot of teasing in that regard, and I don't know whether they always planned for this to be the case, but it is nice to be able to take sort of like a deeper look at something that was only really brushed upon in Tears of the Kingdom, so that's really cool. It's coming on the 6th of November. They show off a construct at the end as well. That's like
It's not winter. You lied, Nintendo.
It's kind of winter. It depends
November.
where you are,
No,
but-
you're right. It's not winter, is it?
No. It starts December, doesn't it?
I wonder, spoilers for if you haven't seen the direct. If you haven't seen the direct, go and watch it first. What are you talking about? I wonder if this, like November and December, this was originally supposed to come out in December, and they swapped it with Metroid Prime, which is coming out in December.
Yeah.
But there is like a construct at the end which makes me, based on a conversation I had with someone about the previous trailer, and just, you know, sort of the game in general, that obviously Link can't be present, but maybe there's like a construct so that Link can be in the future battling in the past. But, you know, so there's sort of like a link in that sense, which I think is a highly likely thing, because it's unlikely that they would, you know, sort of not have Link in a Zelda game. But you never know. We then got to look at Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, which you thought was a Zelda game.
Yep, those seagulls. I really thought that was like a new Wind Waker-esque. I was wrong.
I really like the visuals of this. It's like very claymation. It worked better in certain instances than others. But I think, it was quite cool.
I wish they were remaking a different Dragon Quest game, like 8 or 5. Here we are getting 7. Already got a remake on 3DS, like from the ground up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was a PlayStation 1 game before, so it's like it's quite old, but we could use a different Dragon Quest remake. So, and I just want 5. I want
Crazy
5.
they made it
That's
to Dragon Quest VII on the PlayStation 1. They were really old games.
Yeah,
They
everything
are,
else was Famicom and Super Famicom otherwise, yeah. Just as much as Final Fantasy. I never considered that. Wow, they both had their start. Like 7 both hit PlayStation 1.
Maybe that's why. Maybe they were going to call it Dragon Quest VII Integrate, but then they realized they shouldn't. That's coming to Switch 1 and 2, I believe. But that's coming out on the 5th of February. It's going to be a packed year at the start of next year. They then showed off that there's going to be some update to Nintendo today with Kirby theme. Okay.
Gemma's happy, probably.
Yeah, Gemma's happy.
Cool, thanks.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack users are going to get a new Nintendo Classics Virtual Boy Classics.
Yeah, you're not reading that wrong. That's really real. I never would have guessed that this would have been a thing.
Me neither.
No, we're talking about DS, Virtual Boy. There you have it. There we go.
The thing is that you could say, oh, well, they wouldn't do DS because there are hardware complications and things like that. As if Virtual Boy, that you can buy a peripheral that is just a Virtual Boy that you slip your Switch 1 or 2 into. They're both compatible, apparently.
Yeah.
And it gives you stereoscopic 3D. And it's...
You know, the cool thing...
Are we're going to get 3DS attachment with stereoscopic 3D. That would be
if they'll do
insane.
a Virtual Boy one, you're right. They're totally going to do DS at some point then, right?
Surely,
yeah. You make a good argument for that. So
yeah.
And we do also have the price in pounds. Paul has just sent that to me.
Oh, we do have the price in pounds now.
Yeah, we have the price
okay.
on the UK store, so I'll just reveal that because you can get the cardboard. If you don't want like the proper peripheral, you can get the cardboard, which is £17. But if you want just the peripheral, it's £67.
It's not too bad. Because they revealed it was about 13,000 yen, and that's about £65. So that makes sense. I'm guessing we don't have a US price yet.
But I'll say, like, I don't know about I can't speak for other Americans, but I'll pay $100 for that thing. Because a Virtual Boy,
Before
a real
tariffs or
working...
after?
Crap! No! It's gonna be more! Shoot! Alright. I'm gonna have to import one from you guys, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, but will it run? Will it work? Or is it going to be, it's 50 hertz? No. No.
There's a lot of really good games on the Virtual Boy, right? Wario Land, the Mario Tennis isn't bad. Yeah, thank you. Tellero Boxer. Now I can finally play it.
I got you. I bought Xeon a copy of Tellero Boxer because
I still don't have a Virtual Boy.
The only reason I bought it for him was for you, and Xeon knows this, but I'm discussing it with you, lovely people. Was because I knew it was a game he didn't have. Like there was so many games I thought I'll buy him a gift, because we were meeting up, and it was like I want to get him something he doesn't have.
There it is, by the way. It is on the US store now.
Oh.
The cardboard is $25, and I can't believe it, guys. It's $100 on the dot.
You gotta buy it now, Xeon. Gotta buy it.
I should. Where's my
$25 for the cardboard's a bit rich, isn't it?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah, you can't-
What was it like?
It gotta
17
be
pounds?
like the stereoscopic thing. That's why it's expensive. I don't know.
There's a
I
higher
don't know how it works.
tariff on stereoscopic stuff. Yeah. Then, Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly remake.
We still don't have a remake of Fatal Frame 1, so this is odd to me. But I guess maybe it's the sort of thing, right? Like, Dragon Quest 7, it's not a game that's being remade in like sequential order with the series. So maybe the developers were just like, we really like 2 and we want to remake that one. But it's originally a PS2 game, so I'm okay with this. I'll play it, but I won't play One Piece.
Will you not?
Nuh-uh.
Why?
I don't want to.
One Piece Pirate Warriors for Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
But there's more enemies this time, Alex.
Okay.
There's more enemies. I know, right?
Good
That's
stuff.
how I felt.
Overcooked 2, Nintendo Switch 2 edition was also mentioned, which you got like game chat features on there, which is fairly interesting, and no doubt it'll run better. They also had Human Fall Flat Nintendo Switch 2 edition coming out in spring, which, okay, fair enough. More importantly, Stardew Valley Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Game share, 4-player split screen, mouse controls.
I am very excited for this. When I've been talking mouse mode, I've always been saying, Stardew Valley, come on then. Why? I want to use my mouse. 4-player split screen, not that I'll be using a lot, but it's really cool to see.
Yeah.
That it can run properly. And imagine if your family playing Stardew Valley together, you only need one copy and you can play it all together and you can always see what the other people are doing. Yeah, I think it looks really cool.
Yeah,
that's a huge thing that other farming games aren't really doing either. I mean, Animal Crossing has local multiplayer, and I know lots of people that will buy multiple Switches for their home. But when I was a kid, we had 2 GameCubes. My mom had one, and my brother, and then I had one. But if we had Harvest Moon multiplayer, we would have played so much of that back in the day. So I bet people are going to be really excited to.
Yeah, because the online, and also the local stuff, it does work, but it is a bit buggy sometimes. Sometimes, I've had quite a lot of I would get kicked and stuff like that. It just wouldn't work very good on Switch. I don't know what it was. So this obviously prevents it if you're in the same household. So yeah,
I've never had a problem.
Must be a me issue.
Then we got to look at Power Wash Simulator 2. I don't know if this has been announced elsewhere. Has it? Oh, it has. Okay. Yeah. I just know that they've done 15,000 DLCs for the first one. I didn't know if they announced the second one yet.
I just started playing the first one, so I was actually really excited to see this. The first one is a really nice time. I've been playing it with my girlfriend, and she's played a lot, so she'll probably be really stoked to see that we actually have a release date for this. Well, I can't remember much, but yeah, it's just such a nice game to chill out and just you can kind of talk while I'll clean the floor. Okay, you clean that structure over there. That's really satisfying stuff. So
and it's easier than cleaning in real life, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And now there's new stuff like surface cleaner, rigging equipment.
Yeah.
There's a new campaign, 4-player multiplayer. So you could actually play a lot of people, but it wouldn't be in the campaign. The campaign was only 1 to 2 people. So now it's 4 players. That's really cool. And 2-player split screen, also really nice.
Always a nice feature, yeah. I love that split screen seems to be making a comeback, and I love that because for so long it was sort of oh no, we're not doing split screen in various games, and you understand it, it's hard to optimize for, but now we're finally seeing people go, no, let's do split screen, it's good, and I agree. It's coming out in autumn 2025, which is this year.
Oh, that's soon.
That is, yeah.
That's like winter, November.
It is, yeah. I mean, we're in autumn now, aren't we? September.
Yeah, we are.
Ooh. Then we got to look at Suika Game Planet, which is the Mario Galaxy of Suika Game.
Watermelons.
Yeah. Or is it Suika? I always thought it was Suika Game, but
the original game was really addicting. But yeah, I don't know if this looks better. It just looks like it's Twist.
Just different, yeah. But then
Tetris 2.
Metroid Prime 4. They showed.
I predicted the release date in our prediction.
Oh, really?
Chat.
He got it right.
Exact date. It was December 4th. So I'm pretty proud of that.
You should be, yeah. That's only 6 days before my birthday. I'm proper chuffed.
Oh, that's nice.
Samus has a motorbike.
Yeah.
Called Viola, which they revealed in the Amiibo section. And it's like I don't know if the whole game is going to be open world, but there's certainly going to be like open sections.
Yeah.
And I genuinely did not see that coming. I thought it's just going to be, you know, Metroid Prime again, but, you know, sort of I love that, so I really didn't mind. But open world, and, like, it looks like they're doing some really interesting stuff with it as well. It's not just, like, big open space, oh, go and do this mission. It's like, there was, like, a sort of like a blizzard or something like that, something happening, and, like, these wolves coming out.
Yeah.
God, it looks good.
It looks really good. That was a good trailer, and the whole bike thing, like the Akira references.
How have they kept that secret? That it's open world?
Yeah, that is crazy. I guess it'll be like an open area where you travel from like one like kind of level to another. That's how I imagine it.
Yeah.
So you have like the intro, I don't know, and then from there you can drive in this big desert, and that's how you get to the next area.
A little bit like what is it? Bowser's Fury, but bigger than Metroid.
It's very similar to how Clay Obscure also does it. You've been playing
okay.
Right? So it has like this big open area, and you can go to this place, and then you enter like an area. A lot of games do that.
Yeah. Xenoblade.
Yeah.
Xenoblade does
and
that as well.
I bet we'll still see, shortcuts and things like that aside from using the motorbike and stuff. So it's not like there's a part of me that worries that this kind of destroys the open world, destroys like the core of what makes a Metroid game so fun. But I think, they've been working on this long enough. They've probably already figured all that out and worked it out. So there's probably nothing to worry about. But I also love the motorbike. When they did the Akira slide thing, that's like in every piece of media now, but even that, it wasn't a cutscene. That it's like that you can do the slide as like a gameplay mechanic. That made me really happy. And the wolf scene, it does feel like we're gonna have a lot of really cool set pieces in these games, or in this game. A lot of nice memories to be made.
Yeah, this trailer, like, I was gonna play it, of course. That's not it, but like, I'm really, really excited for the game. Like, it's like, wow, they're really doing some new stuff here. I'm excited to see if it's fun and just explore this new world with Viola. December 4th, finally a release date.
I do appreciate the sort of the slight reservation about the open world, and there's a tiny part of me that thinks that, but I've got a lot of faith in Retro Studios. And one thing that's really key in Metroid, and it's not always like fully achieved in Metroid games, other M, is isolation. Like, you are on your own. You are essentially trapped, or maybe not, you can't escape, but you have to be where you are for one reason or another, and you are on your own, isolated. And a big open space makes you feel more isolated than anything else. So for that, I'm really, really excited.
What if Viola talks to you, though?
Oh, that could maybe work, but I really hope it...
Hey, Samus!
Hey, Samus!
Did you see that door over there?
Look,
like
a banana!
I created the bike, and I put my soul into the bike. Sorry, what about bananas, Felix?
Donkey Kong Bonanza is getting DLC already. That caught me by surprise. That was
a surprise.
And it's DK Island.
I know, and like the music, do 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 do. I love it. DK Island returns, entirely new level, presumably, rather than map per se. It's just a big, sort of like kick in the teeth, nostalgia-wise. No, that's not bad. Kick in the teeth suggests it's bad. Kick in the heart. Kick up.
Can a kick be good? Only if it's a soccer goal in the 90th minute. Come on, then.
A shock to the system.
That suggests every other kick in football is not good.
Well, I was talking about like a really good kick, like last minute winner.
It's a good nostalgia buffet.
Goal.
Yes, absolutely. And it also comes with a new game mode, which is already being called by me the Luigi's Balloon World of Donkey Kong Bonanza, called Emerald Rush, where, hired by Void Kong, you go and smash emeralds. And it's kind of... I can't believe I'm saying this. It's kind of a roguelike sort of like hunt smash, because you smash things. If you find fossils, you get like an upgrade, and if you find a Bonandium gem, you get like a random upgrade, and you've got to try and do as much as you can. And the better you do on DK Island, presumably is where you first do it from what they showed, You then get to do it on other layers as well. So the other layers get DLC. It's layered DLC as a result. I think it looks great. And it comes out today. It comes out today.
I appreciate the rundown on that because I basically spaced out after I realized we were on DK Island, and that was like all I could think about.
It was really pretty.
I was like not in like a fugue state. I was just kind of like, like it was like a Donkey Kong like grenade went off in my brain, and it was just like, where am I? Your Simpsons meme. I'm gonna buy this though, probably today.
Oh god,
it's out today, right?
It's $20
today.
for anyone wondering.
Ooh,
I'm gonna get it. Although it won't be $20, it'll probably be like £17.
Yeah.
But there's also a demo of the base game available today, which I think.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that says maybe it didn't sell as well as they'd hoped.
Right.
But there's no bad thing in having a free demo. I think, also Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to sell well over time regardless. But, do you know what else I want to know more about?
Why a Ditto can turn into a human?
Pokemon Pocopia. I'll be honest. At first, I wasn't like super sold on the idea.
Okay.
And it looks very Minecraft. It looks very Dragon Quest Builders too, for good reason. And I am kind of into it though. Like,
what changed you? Because I had a similar thought, and I just want to hear what your brain did in that 2 minutes.
The fact that they actually utilized Ditto rather than just being a stand-in that could talk to Pokemon. So rather than just being, it's a human, but it's not really, it's a Ditto, but then the Ditto starts doing weird stuff with the arms and stuff like that. They lean into Ditto's capabilities. I really like it. And I also like the weird sort of slightly uncanny human look about the Ditto. It's like it doesn't quite work.
It's the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is bizarre. It's sort of Minecraft, but it's a farming sim, and you build homes for Pokemon. You learn different skills from the Pokemon that you meet. I am kind of into this. It looks bizarre, but I'm kind of into it.
Yeah, it's really cool. You can talk with Pokemon as well, and all the different abilities that Ditto has. Like, suddenly you got arms, and now you can like do this. And yeah, it looks very creative, very nice. No. I guess I'll have to see how the reviews are for it and stuff, because it looks like it has potential.
Yeah. I think what really did it for me was like the kind of the wide shot at the end where they had like the Pokemon Center, and the camera was starting to like pull up, and you could see that the map really just kind of looked like you were building your own
like
world
2D top-down Pokemon.
That's
game.
actually how all the levels were created in Pokemon. Like they came to Ditto and started talking to the Pokemon. Yeah.
Little known fact, yeah. And it's being
Ishihara-san is actually a Ditto.
And it's being developed by Koei Tecmo, of all things, which was a bit of a surprise. And you got a little snippet as well, didn't you, Xeon?
Yeah. I saw on Blue Sky, Rebecca Valentine, who is a reporter for IGN. She pointed out that it's the same exact developers that worked on, well, maybe not same exact, sorry, but the Koei Tecmo worked on Dragon Quest Builders 2. Square Enix still made the first one, but the second one was Koei Tecmo. So it makes sense as to why they kind of are making this Pokemon game now.
There is a lot of similar DNA in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
And we'll see even more of it come 2026, which is when it comes out, which is nice and vague. We then got another quick little snippet of Pokemon Legends ZA. New Megas for starters, which makes sense. And they look fine.
I didn't even notice them. I didn't, when they were like, we gotta look at new Megas, I was like, did we?
But it wasn't for the like normal starters, was it? It was like Greninja,
You're right,
and Chestnut,
and Delphox.
Yeah, which I mean, those. Although I say that now out loud, those are the starters from X and Y, so that makes sense.
Okay.
Does that mean they didn't have them originally? They didn't have Megas for the starters in X and Y. Is that right? That feels wrong.
That is odd. But I think you are right.
I think I'm right, yeah.
Because they gave the Megas to the original like Gen 1 starters. Right?
Yeah.
Like Blastoise, Charizard, and okay. They're finally
Venusaur,
paying
that's the one.
it back. Yeah, thank you. Mega Ivysaur.
I was actually, because they also revealed some DLC, which the game's not even out yet. But
I hate this practice.
I don't like this practice. I think they said like the first one's coming out on the 16th of October.
Oh.
I think like the first one's like available right away. I don't know that for certain, so please don't take this as read.
Sure.
I'm writing a lot of notes when this goes out, but then there's like another DLC. It's called Mega Dimension, and it pretty clearly has Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y. And I was saying to someone very recently that I would love to see a Mega Raichu. Like literally like 2 days ago, or even
Well, now
a day
you have
ago.
two. What are you gonna do with that? Are you gonna buy it then, right? Because you're gonna have to if you want it.
I think I'm gonna have to, yeah.
You gonna take a guess at the price of the DLC?
Do you know?
I don't know. Do you know?
I know it in Crowner, and it's the same price as Hades 2. So it's $30, I would assume.
30? What? I'm guessing
I
that's
never
for both.
225 kroner.
I never throw my headphones off in rage and like. That makes me mad.
Yeah, $30.
Yeah. It is the same price as Hades 2 on my eShop at least. So it says that the DLC here on the eShop, it has 2 waves. The first wave. This is incredibly funny. The first wave is Hollow X and Hollow Y apparel sets, which is coming out on launch. The wave 2 is additional story content.
Whoa, let's
coming out.
What?
Yeah, it's just 2 outfits
Okay.
coming out at launch, and then you have the additional story content, which has a release date, which is the 28th of February, 2026.
Is there any confirmation in there yet of if Raichu is exclusive to the DLC? I imagine it is, but
The additional story can be enjoyed after completing the main story, but I don't see anything else. That's wave 1. 2 pieces of sets. Wave 2, the actual story.
That just feels like they're trying to get people to buy it sooner. I mean, didn't that happen with something else not that long ago? Like,
I think Splatoon did something like that.
Splatoon,
a bit, right?
yeah. That's
Our emotions are coming through in waves.
Wave 1. Look forward to emotional wave 2. Moving on, we also saw Danganronpa 2x2, which Xeon was confused about because they've already done like a remake or something of 2. Did you say?
Yeah, they put out Danganronpa 1, 2, and 3 in the Decadence pack. I think it's called Decadence. A few years ago, and I get that this is like an expanded version of the game, but I never
kind of need
finished.
to play 1 to play 2, no?
Well, I mean,
I saw Ilana say that.
Yes and no. Yeah, there's a lot of crossover. It helps a lot, but I think you could 2 is its own separate story, but there's a lot that you need. So I don't know. Someone let us know down below what that means. It'll probably be Paul that tells us, but
Almost certainly, yeah.
Yeah, 2x2 is just strange.
Yeah. We did get a look at Dynasty Warriors Origins as well. It's coming to Switch 2, 22nd of January, another January baby. Then we got another look at admittedly a small look at Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, which I'm getting more excited about. Clearly, you can get a Magnamalo as a Monstie, which feels so wrong to me, having played so much Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
You just don't. Magnamalo's just.
That was was that the amiibo that they did for Rise or something like that?
Yes, Magnamalo, yeah. That's coming on the 13th of March, so probably the furthest in the future release date we've actually got a date for, which is interesting. But I like it. I like the looks of it.
I don't know if you noticed this, Alex, either. I know, Felix, you didn't spend as much time with Legends Arceus, but the way that you summon your monsters reminds me a lot of on the fly transitioning through them with like the D-pad. I know they kind of like, I don't know if you noticed, they like soar into view and then you like
they sort of
hop
like
over.
run in from behind you and you go like hop.
Yeah, I thought that was cute.
That's
But
pretty cool.
I wonder if this is going to be just like a Legends game, but with Monster Hunter. Yeah, and then March 13th of next year?
13th of March. Oh yeah, baby. We then got a sizzle reel where we saw 2 Point Museum. I'm looking forward to that. 28th of October. Disguise 7 Complete, 10th of October. EAFC 26 coming out on the 26th of September, which is no doubt why it's called EA FC26.
Yeah, exactly the reason. They're going to struggle when they get to EAFC 32. Yeah, I just wanted to quickly chime in that they didn't show a lot. They showed so little. They showed like a little bit of like that camera view, which that's not the one you use normally, which is like the full pitch. So it's like, you can't really see probably how it looks there. And then it was a cutscene, and that was it.
They're being very reserved, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Which is not a good sign.
So stay tuned for our review, is what you're saying.
Definitely. If you're worried about it, well, we'll be completely honest about how it is.
And then we saw Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD2D remake coming out on the 30th of October. Virtua Fighter 5 REVO, or Revo, I don't know how it's pronounced. World Stage, Winter 2025. Lego Voyagers coming out on the 15th of September, which
That's soon.
we're excited about. Like, at first glance, I sort of didn't think anything of it, but now that I've looked into it, I'm like, oh my god, I actually really want this.
Yeah, it's like a local co-op. Well, you could probably also play it online. I'm not sure about that, but it is a co-op game where you're using just these two little Lego bricks, and then you can kind of build stuff, and it just looks really nice. Lego games are very much hit and miss, but this one looks like a lot of care was put into it, and I'm really excited to see if it is as good as it's.
I agree, yeah. We also got to look at Little Nightmares 3, 10th of October, and then Persona 3 Reload coming out on the 23rd of October, but a demo is available today.
Already downloaded it.
Yeah, me too. I don't know if it's downloaded officially yet, but
We then got, we'll just gloss over this one, Resident Evil Requiem, I think.
Yeah, if you squint, it's Resident Evil 9, but
something like that.
It's no big deal. It's a cloud.
That's a
version or
remake.
something.
That's
Isn't it?
how I
Yeah.
feel. The way you're joking about it is exactly how I feel, because I could not care less about
This is a big deal.
Yeah.
This is a big deal.
I was losing my mind.
It was rumored. It was in the it was the title of the news video. It was like, is it coming? And that got answered pretty quickly.
Yeah, it looked pretty good too so far.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think honestly, this trailer seemed to give us more of a look than some others did. You know, we got to go out onto the city streets. We saw like actual branding in the bar. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it was like real brands in the neon signs in the windows.
I didn't.
What were you gonna say though, Alex?
I was just going to say that this was easily so much a better trailer than the one at Gamescom. That one, don't get me wrong, that wasn't bad. I liked the trailer, but it was just like a load of shots inside, just like there was very little variety in it. And it was just, I just wanted to see more of it. And we got it in a Nintendo Direct of all things.
Yeah.
And what I've just double checked because I wasn't certain, it's day and day on Switch 2.
Really?
27th of February is just the release date.
Cool.
That's better than cool. That's ice cold.
This is one of those I think that would sell. A lot of people would buy a PlayStation 5 or a Series X for this kind of game.
Oh yeah.
I'm definitely one of them. Resident Evil. Well, I guess I had one before I bought Resident Evil 7.
We don't need to.
Everyone is freaking out, losing their minds because this game takes place in Raccoon City, where Resident Evil 2 took place. And the main character of that was Leon S. Kennedy. Everyone knows him from Resident Evil 4. And people are like, oh, is he going to be in the game? Where is he? And there was a voice at the end that kind of sounded a bit like him. I've only watched the trailer once, but I had this idea. What if he's the bad guy? What if he's the big bad that's hunting you down in this game now? For some reason, we don't know. But everybody loves Leon, so it would be really like a big twist to make him into the villain instead. And I don't think I want that. I would love to play as Leon instead. But this trailer did a lot for my brain.
What if that's not actually Leon, but it is? It's Leon from Star Fox. So he shouts, "You foolish bird! I am the great Leon!"
I thought you were gonna say what if he's a clone? What if when he was down?
He's a lizard.
He's a lizard, man. No, Leon,
chameleon.
please. We believed in you.
You're a lizard?
It looks good though. I'm really excited about this.
And if that's not enough Resi for you, on the very same day, Resident Evil 7 and 8 are coming to.
Day.
Yeah, coming to Switch 2. And
That's
Resi
dumb.
7 at the very least was running at 60. It looked like from what I saw.
It looked like it was running good.
Which that is sweet as. Obviously, I know it was PS4 games. So, it should in theory be able to run at 60, but it's still nice just to see it. Just because it should be able to do that doesn't always mean that it does. So it looks like they're really putting some time and effort in. It's not even a cloud edition. Top drawer. Like, honestly, I was watching it with Sasha, and she was saying, "Oh yeah, is it a cloud edition though?" And it's like, no, it's not. They're just showing it's like gold edition. It's
So maybe there is hope that Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 will come to Switch 2 as non-cloud
Maybe.
editions. Because they're on the Steam Deck now. They can do it. Come on.
And then we had our very final announcement. I say ours. We didn't. We have very little to do with this direct. We basically just told them what to do. No.
We asked them to do this.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, which the main thing that I wrote down, because it was just a lot of cutscenes and a lot of Fire Emblem gameplay, so my main notes just say, looks like Rome, and it's Final Smash Woman again.
I thought this was because of that like Colosseum. I thought this was a remake of Awakening. And I was very quickly proven wrong based on all the new character designs and everything. But I still was unsure if this was a remake of like one of the classic games, because that's been kind of a long rumor for a while, is that they're remaking like Thracia or something. I don't know what it's called exactly, but it looks like they're taking the kind of like improvements that they made in the series with Engage, where like the battle system, like the map, is reflected in the actual fights themselves. So like if you're like sat next to like a fence or a house or something, and you attack them and they go flying through the house, then on the map itself the house will be destroyed. And so I'm glad they're carrying stuff over from Engage and kind of taking this new like art direction, I suppose. I wish the game was like more visually impressive. I think for Switch 2, it still kind of looks a lot like a Switch 1 game to me, but maybe I should go back through and like kind of, just give it another look. But
I know what you mean, but it looks like a Switch 1 game running on more powerful hardware. Like, it's much cleaner, crisper, looks like higher poly count and stuff like that. I wouldn't say it looks un-Switch 2, or like it could have just run on Switch 1, but I do know what you mean. This is the thing also with, more power. It's diminishing returns over time, particularly when you've got a strong art style. It's like if, Wind Waker on Switch 2, it's like, it doesn't look that much better than it did on GameCube, and it's like because the art direction was already incredible. So the hardware wasn't as much of a limitation.
That's a good point. And I think maybe, there's the chance that this game is being developed for Switch 1, and then Nintendo went, hey, do you guys want to put it on Switch 2 instead? And they said, yeah, okay.
That's what happened with Bonanza.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. So maybe down the road we'll start to see more, like maybe someday we'll see. I don't even want like a hyper-realistic Fire Emblem anyways, but I think, I was hoping to be more impressed by this. But
stuff that makes you think like, this could only have been possible on Switch 2.
Yeah.
And that was the Direct. The whole kit and caboodle. Marks out of 10 very quickly.
Oh, man. Oh, gosh.
Felix.
Yeah, I can start. So I had very high expectations for this just out of the bat. I know that's not a good thing, but this was the first Direct now with the Switch 2 out. We also had the Mario 40th anniversary. I was like, this is going to be an hour. And to me, it didn't live up to the expectations. The Mario 40th anniversary, like Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, especially now with the prices out, has left a sour taste. I'm really excited about the movie. Tennis, Mario Wonder, really cool. I'm really excited for Hades 2, Tomodachi Life, Metroid Prime 4. The only new thing that I'm excited about was the Virtual Boy, but that's not even new. That's old stuff. They didn't announce anything that made me go, this is a new, exciting thing. It was a lot of stuff that we already knew about. Ports, I don't know. I'll give it a 7. I don't think it's, right around there. Not any higher, maybe a low 7. I wasn't very impressed by it. But Hades 2 in 2 weeks, proper job for that.
What about you, Xeon? Or do you want me to go next? I'm away.
I'm happy to go now. Yeah.
Go for it, dude.
So I think I'm basing my number more around the amount of time that we spent watching this direct. If this was a 30-minute direct and we, had less stuff crammed in, less of the third parties maybe and more of the Nintendo stuff, I think my score would be higher. But because it was 60 minutes and the only things that we got to see from Nintendo for next year was Mario Tennis, Yoshi, and Fire Emblem, and then some updates. And then we know Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Heaven are coming next year. So I think I was really hoping that this direct was going to tell us like what to expect from next year. Because we're already in September. We already kind of know what's coming this year. I loved seeing Metroid. I loved seeing Fire Emblem, Yoshi. Like the amiibo are great. But I'm going to give this a 6. Maybe.
Oh, if
even
you're gonna
5,
give it, I
but
also
I'm
want to
giving
give it a 6.
What?
Too
You
late.
can't do that. You already
Too
did
late.
it. It's okay to know where you're at, though. So, yeah. What about
I think
you,
that's
Alex?
fair. Yeah. I think they spent too much. Like for an hour, an hour and 5 minutes it ended up being. For an hour and 5 minutes, it actually wasn't as densely packed as I anticipated. They spent nearly 20 minutes on the Mario 40th anniversary stuff, and there wasn't masses that they showed. It's sort of. It definitely made me feel a bit sort of, because everyone most people know how I feel about the first Mario film. No, so painfully average. And so I'm not excited about the new one in the slightest. I couldn't give a monkeys, frankly. And when they said that this is the main event of the Mario's 40th anniversary, I was like, really? You're not even doing a new game or something? And they kind of are with Mario Tennis, but yeah, it was dragged out, which is rare for a direct. Although the main chunk of the direct wasn't nearly as much. It does feel like that originally this was going to be 2 different presentations and they kind of smacked them together for whatever reason. I don't know, I don't know for a fact that was the case. Obviously, Metroid was amazing, but they were just like, hey guys, Metroid, Prime 4 is the release date. And it's like, well, Jeb, do you want to talk a bit more about it or something? I don't know.
No, we don't.
But Yoshi was a great surprise. Really enjoyed that. I was surprised to see Bonanza DLC. That was nice. Overall, some good, some bad, mostly good, but a 7 out of 10 from me, I would say. So, good, not great, is how I feel.
I think that's fair.
Well, I don't even think it was good, so I'm putting it down to a 6. I'm so sorry. I'm
Too
backtracking
late.
myself.
No, you can't. You can't change your vote when you've...
What? I was really hoping for like that new, it's a new Animal Crossing, it's a new 3D Mario in the end, and then it was Resident Evil, which I don't care about. There was a Fire Emblem, which I'm not into that series.
Yeah,
so I was left with this really sad, that did not live up to my expectations. So yeah, I'm so sorry. I am backtracking, by the way. I'm going down to a 6. I'm joining you, Sion. I don't care what you say.
Well, in
I'm
that
so
case,
sorry.
I'm bringing mine up to an 8. No. That's review bombing mentality.
But I think you're right, though, too. Like, even just, like, Mario Tennis doesn't feel like a way to celebrate Mario's birthday. A big 40 like that. And Mario
What
Galaxy
about a new
1
Yoshi
plus
game?
2.
Is that Mario?
No, but it was shown in the Mario 40th anniversary as like the last thing, right?
Oh, was it really?
Was it? I wasn't sure. It's right on the cusp, annoyingly. But I'm sure it was. Actually, I'm pretty sure you're right. Actually,
Yeah.
'Cause I'm fairly certain they started with Storm Lancers. But yeah, it was fine. But there was no Metroid Prime 4 is in development. Tears of the Kingdom, sequel or something like that. There was nothing
and that's the thing.
explosive.
Yeah, it's like the first direct with a new console. You gotta like come with something. Of course, there was stuff. That's not what I'm saying. And Resident Evil. Now, I'm very happy for all of you that are very excited for that because that was a big thing.
I know this sometimes like doesn't always work out in their favor, kind of like with Metroid Prime 4, where they revealed that really early, and then it's been in development for years now. But I think it would have been cool to see something that's coming out in like 2027, even because everyone just bought Switch 2s, and we're trying to. Nintendo wants to sell more consoles, right? And it doesn't feel like Mario Tennis, Yoshi, and Fire Emblem are going to be the games. Oh, and Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Heaven are going to be the ones to sell.
Don't talk bad about Tomodachi Life.
System seller, though, that's all. That's all I'm getting at. It's a good direct.
Career maker.
Yeah. True.
No Mario Maker 3.
When they first started
crazy.
showing off the like Mario stuff at the start, I was like, Mario Maker 3. And then it turned out to be an exhibition at the Nintendo Museum.
Yeah, we thought the same thing too. That's crazy. Thinking back on it now,
Yeah.
man.
But, you know,
I still can't believe that's how they started the Direct. They started it with a museum, like, thing that's limited and far away.
It's, yeah.
Ah well.
Maybe I'll bring
Anyway.
it down
we
to
could
6 as well.
we could sit and
You can look forward to
complain all day
Hades
about
2
it, yeah.
in 2 weeks. There's the demo for Persona 3.
Oh,
I'm very, very
just
excited.
want to say the animation that they did for Hades 2. Mwah!
Yes,
Delightful.
it's great, right?
Absolutely delightful. Oh, and
It's
that
very
curve-
similar to like the first like Hades 1 trailer.
Yeah.
The Switch one specifically was also
Oh,
very, very cool stuff.
It makes me wish the Castlevania team that did the anime would work on Hades anime
Oh, yeah.
or something.
But those are only our thoughts. What are your thoughts? Did you really love the Direct? Was it the best Direct you've ever seen? Or was it total hogwash from start to finish? Those are the two options. Let us know with a comment down below. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you rate that subscribe button a 7 out of 10 and then take a point back just because you're feeling vindictive. And be sure to check out NintendoLive.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.
I mean, I still liked the Direct.
A 6 is still
wanted
above
more.
average.
Yeah,
That's what I
okay.
forgot when I was rating. It's like, no, 7 is good. I did not think this was good.